Hi, I'm Sven, CEO and co-founder of Webiny. In this video, I want to give you an overview of what Webiny is, its products and features. Webiny is an open source framework that helps you build serverless applications and websites. It also comes with a serverless CMS. The framework contains everything you need to architect, build and deploy serverless applications, from the admin UI to infrastructure as code, as well as CI/CD integrations and scaffolding templates. And it's super easy to get started. To install Webiny, all you need is Node, Yarn and an AWS account. Then you run the npx command, and after that you can deploy your project to the AWS cloud. The last step is a simple install wizard that will get you into the admin UI when you're done. This now brings us to our second product, the Serverless CMS. Our CMS is not one application, but 4 separate ones. The reason is that the web has evolved past the simple websites and blogs we had in the past, and there are so many different use cases today that having one application that does it all would make it overly complicated and hard to use. Having 4 apps where each one does one thing brilliantly makes for a better user experience. Also, our apps play well together. For example, you can build a form with the form builder and then insert it into the page builder. Let's quickly explore each of the apps. In the headless CMS, you can create content models. The models can contain one or more fields. The fields can be of different types, from simple inputs to rich text, file upload, or a reference field to another model. Then you can populate and publish your content. The content is automatically versioned based on the changes you make. When it comes to the API side, there are 3 GraphQL APIs that come with the headless CMS. All 3 are dynamically expanded as you modify your content models. The 3 APIs are Manage API, which is used for read and write operations, the Read API that only shows the latest published versions of your content and only allows read operations, and finally there's the Preview API, which is very similar to the Read one, but it displays the latest version of a content, regardless if that version is published or not. Moving on to the page builder. Using the page builder editor, you can drag and drop elements to create fully responsive static pages. The elements are React components, so they can be interactive, do API calls, contain business logic. Now, because Webiny is open source, it means you can easily add your own elements to the page builder. The pages are all mobile responsive, and you can see how they will look like on different devices directly from the editor. The pages, like in the headless CMS, are all versioned. The page builder pages are pre-rendered, so they are SEO friendly and are automatically cached on a CDN for quick delivery. One feature that's coming soon is that you'll be able to use the page builder to build layouts for dynamic pages where the data is coming from a headless CMS. It will replace a need to have a static site generator and enable a no-code way to build dynamic pages. Similarly to the page builder is the form builder application. It allows you to create simple forms. You can create the form by dragging and dropping different elements. There are several elements that are predefined to make it easier. Each element can have multiple validators attached to it, preventing the user from typing in invalid values. Once you publish a form, you can insert it via the page builder into your pages. When someone submits a form, you can fire off a webhook or retrieve the submission via Webiny's GraphQL API. The last application we're going to look at is the File Manager. File Manager allows you to organize all your digital assets, from images to documents. It is powered by S3 in the background, so you know it can scale. There is a built-in image editor that allows you to crop and manipulate your images, and an image delivery API that allows you to serve your images in different sizes. The last thing I want to mention is performance. We did a test where we loaded Webiny's database with over 3 million records, and we were then able to serve more than 3,500 requests a second with about a half a second latency on the API. This is not even close to hitting the performance limits of Webiny. Webiny can scale far beyond that. What's important to note is that Webiny is running on serverless infrastructure, which is reliable, fault-tolerant, and costs less to operate. You'll find all the details about this benchmark on our website. This brings us to the end of this overview. I hope you found Webiny interesting and decide to give it a try. We built it for developers, it's open source, and we have a welcoming community. I hope to see you around. Bye!